Well, that was quick. There was no 59th. Something must have happened to the computer. Anyways, guys, here I are again. Live on a pop-up whenever I can. I don't know when I'm going to be able to make it online, but I am here. Let me make this full screen so I can see what's going on. There we go. Full screen. Full screen. How you doing there, John? What is going on in your world? How come it's so stifling hot? My goodness. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Ah, V. Well, hello, V. How are you? I got to bounce out of this one here and go to YouTube. EDMux is weird. And then go to live. Make sure I have that live called up. We should be able to share a screen then, I think. I'm hoping. Let's go back here and see if I can share screen now. Share screen. Okay, let's try that. Live stream. Share. Well, that didn't help. Did it? Almost? Oh, yeah, there we go. That worked. What do you know? That did work. But the Wi-Fi around here, I don't know what happened to the Wi-Fi ever since I got back from Mexico. The Wi-Fi has been stupid, like really, really, really slow everywhere. I can't get on it anymore. Like that speed anyway. Sharon, how you doing, Sharon? Listening in. Well, it must be close to bedtime. Yeah. Well, thanks for popping in. I haven't been doing much myself, but I've been. I'm gonna have to make a video and set it out there and let people know what's going on. I am probably going to have to stay in Medicine Hat for the winter. Oh wow, that's weird light. So no more going to Mexico, and because I can do this. Is this your regular hour? No, it's not my regular hour. It's just my regular pop up. um, I used to have regular times, but when it worked good before before I went to Cancun, Mexico. The Wi-Fi here, I could find spots where good Wi-Fi, uh, like Shaw and all. Then when I come back from Mexico, that Wi-Fi is slow. I can't get on it anymore, even at times. I think it's because Rogers bought Shaw and it put it all under one roof now, and it's. But anyway, I left. My whole time in Mexico in Cancun was great, health wise. Yeah, I did break my back. I know that's a sight unseen. You don't know those things aren't going to happen. Otherwise, though, I felt like a 70-year-old man. I got my aches and pains just like all elderly people do, I guess. And then I get back to Canada here, and 2 months go by, and what the hell? I'm falling apart. I got rotator cuff in both shoulders. Now, if you know what rotator cuff is, and it's not CUP cup, it's CUFF cuff. Anyway, once you know and learn all about rotator cuff problems, you cannot, if it's the kind that I have, you cannot repair. It's just you have to learn to live with it, which means you cannot bring your arms. It's just it's more debilitating than uh, debilitating than other certain things like hip problems or knee problems or whatever. Uh, don't get you started about Rogers. I know. And I was hoping Shaw would buy Rogers, not the other way around. So I got rotator cuff problems in both. One is enough. Then I also develop carpal tunnel syndrome in both. Rob, how you doing, Rob, my buddy? Listen to this. I'm complaining today. Rotator cuff in both shoulders and torn. Cannot be repaired. You have to learn to live with. I have a cortisone shot, which makes me allow me to put my arms up. But that's what doesn't make me feel like I'm 70-year-old man anymore. I also have carpal tunnel syndrome or carpal tunnel in both wrists, not just one, in both. So, okay, we've got rotator cuff, we've got carpal tunnel, we've got diagnosis with, I don't know, some kind of arthritis, some kind of arthritis that attacks your joints. Man, oh man, this I can't squeeze anything. I can't steer my vehicle. I can't. Well, I can't move my arms because of the rotator cuff, but all my joints, like my knees, my knee joints are horrible. My hips. Oh man, I got joint problems everywhere. Not only that, carry on. I have the SI joint problems. Your let's say your hip bones. There's those two massive, big hip bones. They have a natural crack in them. They're supposed to, just like your skull has natural cracks in it. So does this. Well, that's where this whatever SI joint thing happens there. So it feels like it's not your hips. It's not in your hips, although that's where the problem is. But I can't sit for too long, otherwise then I start getting pain in my hips. So I have this SI joint in both, it's not just one side, and arthritis. And let's see, have we hit them all? This all happened in the last 2 months, guys. The last 2 months. So I go in to see my new doctor, and I said, here I am. I come from Cancun, having a good time, soaking up the sun and the beach, and I get back here, and I'm falling apart. I said, I felt when I went there, I felt like like your everyday, ordinary 70-year-old man. But now I feel like an 80, 85-year-old man. I walk funny. uh, Even I noticed that. So I have to, I don't know what I got to do. But rotator cuff problems, there again, everything I seem to get, it doesn't go away. You've got it. That's it. Too bad. You've got it. Yes, I know. I'm still put together. I'm falling apart. Uh, we should sing for you. Uh, Phones are connected to your youth bones. Youth bones are connected to, yeah. And I heard a story one time. I'm not too sure of this one. The bones in your body are no more than 10 years old, which means you rejuvenate all the bones in your body every 10 years. Like, not just this bone is 10 years and this bone is 9 years. It like rejuvenates as time goes on. But if you calculate it, your bones are replaced every 10 years. And you thought you were picking up injuries in, you know what? You're right. I tripped 6 or 7 times in Mexico and like actually hit the ground, not just stumbling. I hit the ground. And because the ground is uneven, the roads are uneven, the sidewalks are uneven. Then I've had surgery on my back before to herniate a disc. The foot that I always stumble on, the toe doesn't come up as high when I'm walking because of that. So really got to watch or think about bring my foot up higher. So that's the one I always trip on. And I'm thinking, with all the problems I have now, rotator cuffs, I can't stick my arms out in front of me to catch myself if I fall. But I don't want to fall. I think if I fall now, that would be a bad thing. Yeah, I can't fall too far in the van anyway. Well, let me tell you though, the rotator cuff is so deep. I don't know how to explain this, and I know you probably don't. I can't tell you enough how much this pain is. Not necessarily the level of pain. It's just how. Oh, it's amazing. So the first night that I'm having this pain and I haven't got a chance to go to the doctor yet, I just taken some Tylenol pills or whatever I think would work. But I'm sitting on the edge of the bed here, just like this, and I've got the covers up over my head, and I want to sleep because if you lay down, that's when this really starts to hurt. I'll tell you. So sitting up makes it feel a little better. So that's what I have to do is sit on the edge of the bed like this, and just sit here and meditate or whatever you do. So you're right, Rob. I'm sitting here like this, and you don't know how much sleep you really get in a night. Like when I'm laying down, I thought I never got any sleep at all. When I'm sitting up with this thing over my head, I'm not getting any sleep at all. But I must be because I'm that close to falling asleep because I'm sitting on the bed here, and I catch myself falling forward. If I wouldn't have caught myself, I'd have fallen into the cupboards on the floor. But so I getting close to sleep. And then when I went to the doctor and finally got my pills and stuff, well, and I got cortisone shots. Now that helps 100% better. That makes me allow me to slowly put my arm up. I can't do what I did before, but there are certain exercises, certain ways to put your hand that I just can't put them there. But and it's stifling hot, so you try to keep cool the best you can. So I've been thinking, anyways, like about YouTube. I'm not nomadic van man anymore. I won't be. Um, and I really just started YouTube to put all my videos someplace to put them, like a big extra hard drive. And people, and I guess I could have put them on private and nobody would have ever seen them. But, then I gather a group of followers and, that's nice. But so now I feel kind of obligated. Yeah, I first made videos just for me to look at. So I go back and look. I didn't make them as, oh, someone else might watch this and this is the content I want. This is the way I want to put it. So then after I found out somebody wants to, Mr. Danny Staten, how you doing? Thanks for coming in, my brother. So I really didn't want to make movies that are videos that other people would like to watch. I wanted to make them because I wanted to store my videos someplace other than my hard drive because my hard drive was getting full. Right on, bro. 50, 50, 50, 50. Right on. And so I put them on YouTube, and then people started to watch, and then they throw carrots in front of your nose, and yeah, I wouldn't mind being monetized, but that's not my goal. My goal was not to monetize. Yeah, it would be one goal, but I don't really care. So I thought, well, what should I do? I'm going to be stuck back in here in Alberta for the winter. I hate winter. Um, should I just let my YouTube channel ride, like just post videos just because I started as someplace to store my stuff, or keep posting, not to do any. They're going to be far and few between videos. I still have at least another month and a half of videos of Mexico, Cancun. So 95% of the people who view my videos are me. Yeah, that's a good one. You got 95% clicks and they're all mine. That's how I get my clicks. No, yeah, I know what you mean. So the idea is, even if you're going to do YouTube, do the thing for yourself and not for someone else. So the idea is if I don't put a video out, I shouldn't feel guilty that I'm not putting out content because people can't. I mean, maybe they're waiting for me to put something out they can watch. But I haven't even videoed anything since I've been back for that 3 or 4 months already. I haven't videoed anything. Oh, the fireworks I did the other night. I did the fireworks with my drone, believe it or not. So we're going to have a wait for that. We'll see what that's like. Took the drone up and did some nice firework shots. Michael's Drones and RCs. How you doing, my friend? What the heck? We have company in the house. Well, I've been doing well as far as not seriously ill. um, Let me tell you what's happened in the last 2 months. I'll go through quickly. I developed in the last 2 months, all this has happened. Count them, two rotator cuff tears on both sides. Count them, two carpal tunnel syndrome things on my arm, on my wrists. I have an arthritis that really attacks your joints heavily. So I can hardly stand up in the morning until I take a couple of steps, then I'm okay. So that's arthritis. Then I have SI joint in my hips problems. So that's just a little bit about what's been going on since I've been back. And Mr. Danny Staten, Michael Drones, right on. Cool how you can do that. I always forget to do that. I put out a few shots while I was. I missed that part. Geneva. Oh wow, must be nice. I missed those. Sorry, Rob. I don't know how come. Yeah, Mr. Danny State. He shared a link. Beautiful. Perfect. You're doing great, Wayne. Thank you for asking. Hope you have been doing well. Like I said, in general, my health is yeah. Anybody out there, if you're there, let me know if the video or audio or anything starts to stutter. I'm kind of curious because it's telling me on my end it is, but it's not. It's not stuttering. Your main channel. You caught a Bigfoot on camera last week. No way, I gotta go. Okay, I don't know if it's clickbait or not, but I gotta go have a look at that one. Consider me consider it done. I gotta go have a look at this. Very cool. Should have followed it through the bush or something. Maybe see if you could get some get some hair. That would have been cool. I can't click on anything, by the way, Danny, like links that people put in. If I click on them, it says something to do with can't do that right now or something. I think it's because I'm the host of this program. If I click on that, it won't allow me to go there. If I go to YouTube side, then I could probably click on it. It would take me there. But either way, we'll go have a look. I'm curious. I want to see this. Yeah. You don't even have to be moving around too much. It's just like instantaneous sweating. It is hot. Now, as far as oh, it's still over 30. 31, 32. Let's see. Let's see on the phone. Let's see if the phone can give me an answer on what temperature it is right now. It is the 30th today. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is my birthday. My big birthday tomorrow. I will be 7 and 1. 7 and 1 tomorrow, July the 31. I appreciate you sharing my link. And then you captured a Bigfoot. I saw it. It was me. Congrats on the happy birthday. Thanks, Danny. I only get to do the 71 once, so I gotta should be out drinking. But man, I'll tell you, in the last 2 months, my age feels I feel like I've doubled. Wow, unbelievable. And like I said, things you can't really repair. Rotator cuff, you can't. It doesn't heal itself, especially if it's in the ligament, the muscle. Yeah, but if it's in the ligament, which is the thing that grabs onto the bone, that if that tears, there is no fixing it. They can do surgery on it, yes, but the surgery is just as invasive as leaving it alone, sort of. You'll celebrate for me on Tuesday. Oh, good show. Thanks a lot. If I remember, I'll have a beer on Tuesday with you. Yeah, well, that's you never know. You never know when the end is, but I guess you can't plan for it either, though. You just oh, I even said today I made it to 71. I never ever thought. I used to think when I was younger, because of the year 2000. I always before the year 2000, when I was a kid, I'd always say, "Well, how old will I be in the year 2000?" And okay, I was born in 1952, and you know, that's 48 years. I'll be 48 years old. That's wow, in the year 2000. And then there's a couple times like that. It's amazing. Never thought I'd get there. Never thought I'd make the 70. Here I am. Never thought I'd make it 71. I mean, you want to make it as far as you can get there, though. But like everybody, 56 years old. You should go out to the A&W. Doesn't A&W in the U.S. there have the same as Canada? They have a birthday at 56. It's called 56 years. They have their hamburgers come back from a Buddy 56. Is their Buddy burgers from 1956? Yeah, yeah, Danny, I know what you mean. You thought you weren't going to make it past 40, and here you are, 56. I do know what you mean. Sorry, guys. Not checking the eyelids for cracks, just. And man, you should see I can't get my leg up high enough for you to have a look at my leg. I had my Mavic Pro drone, which is for sale, by the way, guys. Make an offer. It flies. It needs. It had water damage, not heavy water damage. It was like in a slight rain. Now let me tell you what it'll do. It's got compass problems or IMU problem or something. But I flew it around, flew it all over the place. But when it has a mind of its own, it doesn't like fly away, but it starts flying in a heat, not a helix, but an oval, and you do have control, and yet you don't. It's weird. Uh, I have to think more at the time of when it's happening. What I can do to fix it. I can land. I don't know if I can steer too well with it, but it works. It flies. But all the goodies that come with it that I've got, There's 5 batteries on with that thing. That each battery is $100 right there. So that's $500 worth of batteries. I'm just talking about new price though. Then I've got all that other stuff, and I figured, well, instead of I got 2 other drones, the Avata and the Mini 3 Pro. I don't need this one, and it doesn't. It needs tension, and once it gets the attention fixed up, that thing will fly great. So I just need somebody that is willing to that's still working with the old Mavic Pros. This is the old Mavic Pro. That's DJI's flagship type of drone. That's the closest to the ground type drone when they came out with those. That's the style they had, and they were not the first ones maybe that came out with that style, but that was the flagship for DJI company. So you've been shot 5 times. I've been in 4 total car loss. Wow, wow. Over 100 bones broken twice in 2 different car wrecks. Wow. Got blow up. You got blowed up real good. Afghanistan burns. Oh, wow. 60% of my body stabbed twice and survived cancer. Holy smokes. Pincushion in some ways. Eh? Wow. And now you hear me singing the blues and you're laughing at me. I don't blame you. Wow, Mr. Danny. Holy smokes. You're alive, brother. You're sitting here, you're alive, and you're on Mr. Wayne's live stream. Whether that means anything or not, I don't know. But yeah, it's always warning me here. There's a pop up warning on my side saying, due to limited bandwidth. Okay, my video here might be not 1080p. It might be 720 or even 420 or maybe even less than that. I don't know. The worst. 2 breaks. I had 1 break. I broke when I was in Mexico. It rained heavy one night. Let me tell you, it rained all night long, and I guess you can visualize this. Just okay. The water came up over the street, over the sidewalk, and then the outside sidewalk, and then up over the carport that of the house, and then there's a 6-inch step yet up into the house and into the house. So and my bed is about 20 feet away from the door there. So I get up in the morning and I noticed all this. There was no water, but there was all this debris laying around on the floor, and I thought, oh, the water came in and the debris left the debris there. So I opened the door and I noticed the water is subsiding, but it's still at the step that I'm standing up 6 inches on. So I went back in the house, worked on the computer a little bit. Okay, Rob. Sorry, I didn't see that you said you had to run. Sorry, Rob, buddy, friend. um, Closed the door, worked on the computer a little bit, and then I don't know how long later I went out and looked. Oh, the water subsided all the way down to the carport, the city side street. So I might as well sweep the house part outside, and then I'll start sweeping the carport. I swept the house stuff outside, and I was going to sweep the carport. While the minute I stepped out onto the carport, I slipped, and I fell right on square along my back, across my back this way. I could hear the crack, and I hit my head on this. Everything is cement there. And I broke my back. Yeah, I know what that feels like. Uh, the spinous, something spinous is what I broke. not the vertebrae itself. That would have I could have been looking for what do you call it? Paralyzation. There, let me tell you, I got lucky. Thank the Lord every day. I thank the Lord about that. There I was in another country with no insurance, and everybody said, "You better get insurance. Better get insurance." I said, "Nah, nah, I don't need insurance. Who knows you're going to slip and fall? It's an accident, but I didn't go there to do that on purpose." But I had, oh, I don't know how many friends stepped out of the woodwork online and sent me money. I appreciate each and every one of them. I don't know who they all were now anymore, but I can't thank them enough. If any of them ever need any help, I'd be the first one. Wow, that sure helped. Because in Mexico, I can get whatever I needed done right away, but I had to pay. Whereas in Canada, everything's free, but you got to wait like a long months till you can get in and get the x-ray done or get this done or get that done. So in a way, I'm kind of glad it happened there. If it's going to happen, I'm kind of glad it happened there and not here. It did cost me some money. I can't remember how much, but not as much as I thought. And I even got a little bit more from friends and neighbors online. And I was able to use that extra money for other things too. So help me out. That was great. Loved it. I don't know how to thank everybody enough. But here we are. Now we're even in worse condition. My back feels great. Amazing. My back feels good. It's the rest of me that don't feel so good. So I gotta get something cold to drink. I don't know what I have in the fridge to drink anymore. Not too many water. I don't know what I have. Maybe I have some of that cran apple or cranberry type juice I could be drinking. So Rob on the road had to leave. He will message me on Facebook. Oh, maybe he wanted to talk about something and I was talking too much. Could be. Hmm. Sorry, Rob. I can't find my pencil, my paper. I'm going to start making notes. What I got to do. Got to go and watch Danny Staton's video. I watch them quite a bit, quite often. If you don't stop that, you might get your fingers stuck. I could make that. What do you call it? Chat box a hair bigger. I can't cover over the EV Bucks sign. If I put something in the corner there, it just puts the logo right on top anyway. So I can't do that, but I can pull it down to the bottom deep farther, I suppose. Due to limited bandwidth, it's always popping. I've probably been froze up for the last half hour. I'm listening, just picking out the seeds. I'm listening. I was invited out for supper tonight. That was great. Um, was on the other side of town. Yeah, was invited out for supper tonight, and tomorrow is the actual birthday. But we'll wait to see what happens there. I've got to do certain things to see about housing tomorrow. Where am I going to live? I've been living in my van for 5 years. You kind of get used to that kind of lifestyle. No landlord. Land City Adventure. Hey, wow. Yeah, so no landlord. So I don't know. We'll have to see what that's like. Well, how are you doing there, Daryl? Probably having a heat wave through there too, like we've had through here. It's a hot one today. Not as bad as it was a few days ago. Yeah, back in the country, back in the van. What's so busy? I mean, I saw a few things you were doing there, but I don't know whether that was busy. But it's always nice to be busy, I guess, doing something. No, it depends. If you want to get out and camp, I guess busy's not fun. Yeah, we're back in the van. And like I said, it's hot. And it's always hotter inside here than it is outside, no matter what you do. You could take the whole roof right off and sit in the shade, get in the breeze, and you'd still be hotter in here. I don't know why. I may have to um, rent rent an apartment here, Daryl. I got no way. I don't really have a way of. I'm in Alberta or Vancouver. I'm in Alberta or Vancouver. Oh, me. I'm in Alberta. Yeah, Medicine Hat. Medicine Hat, close to Calgary. If you know where Calgary is, and then Medicine Hat is south and a little bit west, and then south, near the border, the U.S. border. There's along Highway 3. There's Medicine Hat actually is where Highway 3 starts and then goes all the way to Hope. So you can split. Medicine Hat is where you can take Highway 3 to Vancouver or Highway 1 to Vancouver. Or you can go up Highway 1 and then come down to Highway 3 and complete the rest of your trip. But, anyways, no, what the heck? What I mean, you know what videos you made, and I'm trying to figure my mind in what I was seeing. But when you got, I don't know if it was a new tent or a new something on top. I don't know if it was still a little cold when when you were using the diesel heater. And you see, back in the day, I've had one for now 4.5 years, and let me tell you, diesel heater is the way to go. I wouldn't go with a wave. Anytime you burn propane, you're leaving water, moisture in the air. I don't care if a wave is much better than a buddy heater. You're still uh, winter camping. Okay, I've been asked to do a seminar in Alberta in September, but for an overlanding show. Oh yeah, we have that here all over the time. Here, you should pick that up if you can do that. Why not? I mean, if you want to do that type of thing, that'd be cool. Are you having a seminar in Medicine Hat, or probably Calgary? Anyway, Calgary's the biggest city. Edmonton. Well, I don't know. Edmonton, close. They're connect. I don't know, but popularity wise, I think Calgary is probably more popular. Edmonton's a little bit too much north. Diesel heater. Diesel. Yeah. And then if you know, I don't know last names, and I don't know if he had a channel. His name's Scott. Kind of a big guy, and he has right now like a half-ton truck with a camper thing on the back. I don't know if you ever know him, but he travels all over the wilderness. He got a diesel heater, but his first diesel heater. Now get this: if you have a half-ton truck with the camper shell, no, wait a minute, what did he have? Yeah, a half-ton truck with just not a camper thing on the back, but just one of those shells. And then he put the bed in there. You can sleep. That's all you got in there. But the diesel heater was in by the wheel well, and the exhaust the heat would he right in the bed. He was warm, toasty all night long. All right, Daryl, thank you for popping in, my friend. At least I know you are alive. No, right on. Thanks, Daryl. Love you, brother, and stay awesome. Very cool indeed. Keep me posted on that seminar thing there. That'd be cool. Find out how to survive. Yeah. Okay. What else is new, guys? Any topic on anybody would like to speak on? I did do let me see that, a drone flight last night because we've had the Medicine Hat exhibition and rodeo here in Medicine Hat for the last 3 4 days. The last night was the last night of fireworks. So I drove somewhere and parked, flew my drone, not in amongst the firework, but stayed away a little bit. My phone go dingeth. Oh, wow. Sent me a notification. Bachelors, I'm looking for a place, guys. Sorry, unfortunately, I'm going to have to do the sticks and bricks. I'm too broken down, my body. um, Bachelor suite. I will have to go look. Family and friends and other people helping me trying to look for a place. So they sent me what they think. Thing is, I have absolutely no furniture when you live in a van. Well, I have a bed here, I guess. The sponge or the foam on here, I could put it on the floor and then have a bed on the floor. But yeah, then I gotta get other. Oh no, I do have a fridge. It doesn't look like a regular house fridge. It looks like a cooler, but like a refrigerant fridge, like a real fridge. What else have I got for furniture? Nothing. No other furniture whatsoever. So we will still be seeing maybe not maybe more days in between videos, but more videos about Mexico still because they still have lots. I got all of Chichen Itza to show you guys yet, and there's all kinds of stuff that I haven't shown you yet. So there's another month's worth or more there. So that'll get me through till winter. And then hopefully, well, not winter, but hopefully fall, uh, I'll be able to get out and do some videoing. What is there to video in a small little town? Unbelievable. There's nothing here. I missed the parade. I missed the rodeo. I didn't want to go to the rodeo. I used to live right across the street from the rodeo. This very same rodeo right here. I used to live right across the street from it. The fireworks were neat because we used to go and sit on our front stairs and watch the fireworks. But otherwise, you got to take a car and drive to the rodeo and watch the firework that way. You just shared all your cool encounters on the blog. Oh, cool. Which one is that, Danny? Well, is it the Danny Staten one? It's, it's the only one I remember with the. We don't have any of those. What do you call them? Wolf dog or whatever those. They don't have those here, I don't think, but they do have Sasquatch here. Bigfoot. Depends on where you go. What they call them. The Indians call them Sasquatch, and then they call them Bigfoot. They're a Bigfoot, all right. Where was I in Mexico? Valladolid. Here I am in Valladolid, and I'm walking home, and I see this. The pavement is horrible in this one place, but there's that one spot that looks just like a giant footprint. So that's the one I posted on there, Danny, about the Sasquatch footprint. I think you were the first one that made the comment. Okay, yeah, cool. Put those on there because I can't click on that right from here right now and go and look. But after the live stream's over, then I can go on it and click on it and see what's going on. So good. Okay, cool. So put them on there. I don't mind. That's the whole idea. Flies, go away, come again another day. I feel like I should be doing something. I've got an electronic board to figure out what's wrong with it. I got to diagnose the problem there. I have a battery charging out in the field box that I've got to work on to get that going. Man, almost like a little bit too much stuff. All right, Mr. Staten, you have a good night, and we will catch you on the next one. Now, when I eat, hopefully, when I pop in on the other one, I'll make a comment on yours, so that you know I was there. Anyway, Mr. Danny Staten, thank you for popping in, my friend, and stay awesome, my brother. Wow, no, that guy has been through a lot. Holy smokes! And here I am, I'm whining and crying about what I got. Yikes! Makes me feel even more humbled. We're getting close to the hour, guys. We may just end the live, and we will actually call it a success. And if nobody's told you they loved you today, that would be the first. Love each and every one of you, and it was nice to have you in. Just your kind of temporary, not temporary, but your pop up out of nowhere from an undisclosed location from my van. Thanks, guys. Stay awesome. Be cool. Be kind. Stay nomadic outlaws. And we'll catch you guys all on the next one.